In this video, I'll guide you through how to apply tax on invoices in Xero. By the end, you'll know exactly where to click, what to fill in, and how to make sure the correct tax rate is applied before you send an invoice to a customer. Let's start from the very beginning. Open your browser and go to the Xero website. Log into your account as you normally would. Once you're in your Xero dashboard, look for the main navigation menu across the top. Here, you'll see an option labeled Business or Sales, depending on your layout. Click on Sales. This is where Xero keeps everything related to quotes, invoices, and customer payments. After you've clicked Sales, you'll be taken to a page that shows different sales-related options. From here, click on Invoices. This will open a list of all your existing invoices, drafts, awaiting approval, awaiting payment, and paid. This page is your central hub for managing what you bill to your customers. To create a new invoice and apply tax to it, look for the button that says New Invoice and click it. And this opens a blank invoice screen where you can set everything up, who you're billing, what you're charging for, and how tax is applied. First, set up the basic invoice details and payment terms. Choose the contact or customer you're invoicing from the contact drop-down, or create a new contact if this is the first time you're billing them. Then, add an invoice date and a due date. The due date can be set manually or based on your default payment terms like 7, 14, or 30 days. You can also enter a reference or description at the top if you want to help your customer understand what the invoice is for at a glance. Next, it's a good idea to save your progress. Click Save so that Xero stores the draft invoice. Saving early helps you avoid losing any information if you need to step away or double check details before you move on. Now enter your invoice line details. In the item or description area, type what you're charging for, such as a service, a product, or a project milestone. Enter the quantity, unit price, and choose the appropriate account code if needed, like sales or services income. Take a moment here to make sure your amounts are correct before you move on to the tax settings. On each line item, you'll see a field called tax rate. This is where you control how tax is applied. Click on the tax rate drop-down for that line. Xero will show you the available tax options set up for your organization, such as standard tax, zero rated, or tax exempt, depending on your region and how your tax settings are configured. Select the correct tax rate for that item. When you choose a tax rate, Xero will automatically calculate the tax amount and update the totals at the bottom of the invoice. If you have multiple line items with different tax treatments, make sure each one has the right tax rate selected. Once you've reviewed the invoice details, checked the amounts, and confirmed that the tax has been applied correctly, you're ready to finalize it. Click Approve and Email. This action both approves the invoice in Xero and opens the email window so you can send it directly to your customer with the applied tax clearly shown on the invoice summary. That's all you need to do to apply tax on invoices in Xero. Go to Sales, open Invoices, create a new invoice, enter your details, choose the right tax rate on each item, and then approve and email it to your customer.